Start every stream with a big yawn. That's my motto. It isn't. It's a dumb motto. I'm guessing I'm live. I'm guessing there's audio. Okay. Audio is clear. Alright. We're back. It's Monday. It's the SciFiAIguy Monday night stream. Science fiction games with AI themes. Oh, that rhymes. I should use that. I should remember that and use that. I won't. I'm just going to say it. Marginally different every week, and it's not going to matter terribly much at all. Yeah, at long last, returning to SOMA after these many months, maybe years. I don't know. I don't know how long it's been. I didn't bother to look it up. I could look it up now, actually. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to my own YouTube channel and check out the last time we played SOMA. Because it's been a while. It was the first game we played. It was good. Yes, the weird tinnitus sounds are indeed just SOMA being SOMA. Where's the playlist? Should be the very first playlist. Very first playlist ever. Where are you hiding? There we go. 15 videos. That's a lot of videos. Although back then I was doing the 90-minute stream far more often. If we look here at... Hang on. How do I... I'm going to look at the video without playing it, because I did a... Anyway. 15 videos a long time ago. And... Whew! It was difficult. It was tricky. It was a tricky game. Because monsters. Because the game doesn't want you to look at monsters ever. Which is a shame, because they look really cool. But that does add to the horror. Like, it's a genuinely potent technique. But the downside to that is that it made it very difficult to navigate the space. The hide-and-seek mechanics weren't great. It wasn't clear when I was hidden, you know? And that's, again, very horrifying. But it was horrifying to the point of paralysis. It did not make the game fun to play. I appreciate the lengths that they went to. I'm sure it was someone's cup of tea. In the end, it shit me to tears, particularly when we got up to the maze portion. Published on 19th December 2016. Wow, so it's almost December now. So almost 2 years ago, I quit this game in a huff. Also, this means that we've been streaming for like, wow. Yeah, I've had a channel for probably about 2 years then. Comfortably, because, you know, I did like 15 weeks of SOMA, with some breaks in between, I'm sure. Oof. Place of Old, hello, welcome back. We were just talking about how it's been 2 years, almost 2 years, since we last touched SOMA. That's incredible. That's completely ridiculous to me. I mean, kudos to me, not only for maintaining it for a length of time, but also just for getting on this concept early of picking apart video games in the name of my PhD. And it has had a non-zero effect. Talking about it has been great, and I'm going to talk about these games somewhat in the thesis, not as much as perhaps I originally intended, but nevertheless they will be referenced and prodded and inspected from the relevant angles. So good times. Yeah, rage quit on... Oh, okay, so we rage quit on the 1st of May 20. So we started... So I've been going for almost 2 years, but then we rage quit on 1st of May 2017. Okay, cool. So yeah, it's been a while since we touched it. So I did a bit of pre-play. I set up a save file on safe mode. I tested that it was safe. I went and hung out with some monsters. It is possible to be hurt by them, but it is not a sustained hurt. You don't end up limping, for one, and for two, you don't die. Because I got bumped into a whole bunch by the barnacle monster down in the server room at Theta, and I survived. I was just in... I was being rude. I was in its way. But yes, I've got us to a point where we can rewatch some old, very interesting content. We can relive some cool moments and then get straight into the new stuff. Because I just wanted to have those moments on stream again. It's been a year and a half since I saw them and they were cool. So what is it, 7:04? It's almost time. Let me turn the volume up a little bit on my own TV. Just a scooch. Just a scooch. Whew, I'm a bit yawny because last week was rest week and it was semi-restful. I'm not very good at rest, as I'm sure you know. And today was an attempt to get back to it and it was just very difficult. And then I went to the hydro. So I'm not like pounded out, exhausted, ridiculously smashed, but I am, you know, a little sleepy. A little bit on the sleepy side. A little bit drained. That's fine. We'll play an incredibly exciting horror game. Because who wouldn't do that in such a time? So, Simon and Catherine have found the Dunbat, but it's been quarantined and they need to find someone who would know a security cipher so they can gain access. Only with the Dunbat will they be able to enter the Abyss and find the lost Ark. So, for those of you who have forgotten, the Ark contains brain scans of people from Pathos 2, whatever the name of the station was. Because the apocalypse has happened. A comet has wiped out all life on Earth. These people survived because they're under the sea. And Catherine has been scanning brains, or was scanning brains, to be put into an Ark to live in a digital wonderland. Now the scans live on, the people don't. Oh, my throat already hurts. This bodes poorly. I'm not sure what it was, because it's not as if I drank terribly much over the weekend. I had like a couple beers on Saturday. Like I had 3 Coronas. This is not a throat wounding act, one would assume. But I did put on a specific voice during D&D on Sunday, and I think that's done me some damage, which is a shame, because I had fun making that voice. It was a fun voice. There are very few voices I can do. And I could possibly do more, but I don't bother to learn because I get self-conscious about it. Ah, yes, Crafted Idiots, thank you. Twitter clips of the Monsters in the Safe Mode playthrough. Yes, I did my best to clip interesting moments while playing them on Saturday and then pop them on Twitter so people could refresh themselves as to the content. Ah, yes, the voice of King Malgrim, the King Skull, as 'twere. Yes, Crafted Idiots, because the people killed themselves post-scan. Yes, so there's some dude who is just absolutely... and I was looking in his room, and we're going to go back to his room real quickly, actually. We're going to be back to his room in a sec. So we're on Theta. So if you recall, Barnacle Monster is down this way. Still making noises, too. That is a loud barnacle. I'm actually going to turn this down a bit. It's a little bit louder than I thought it would be. Them loading screen throbs. So Catherine is in here. Oh, I am a bit wounded. That's not quite my normal run, I think. At least it doesn't seem like it. I'll find one of those healing points, that's fine. Yeah, she's over here.
We should try running a simulation from the chip you found. Someone must know the cipher.
Yeah, cool. So, somebody, I'll find the individual in question, came up with this idea of the continuity, that if your brain is being scanned and put into this digital realm, then there will be 2 versions of you. And before long, the meat version and the machine version will deviate and become 2 different people. The way to maintain continuity, the way to be one person continuously throughout time, is for the meat version to kill themselves. Which legitimately sucks. Yeah. And this what kills the life here? Yeah, I get healed and thrown into darkness, which is not a bad mechanic when you think about the fact that hiding in darkness is a thing, potentially. I don't know that it ever worked for me. I know that this opens and a monster comes out at some point. Okay, so all these computers should work now.
Let's load up that chip.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So I have a chip in there and we can load it up. Oh, we have a Saz. Hello, Saz. Yes. Alright. Load that
There should be a list of people. See if there's anyone who could know a security cipher.
So we've got Sarah Lindwall. We've got Mark Sarang. Killed himself because of the continuity. Strohmeyer is really mad. Has tightened security. Arc project on hold. Was Sarah Lindwall. She said she'd help delivering the Arc. Okay. Brandon Wan. Delta refugee. Construct Wrangler. He's working for Strohmeyer now. Robin Bass. Another fucking continuity suicide. Strohmeyer locked me out of my lab again. So Robin Bass is her brain scan is in a robot just outside Theta. And we lied to her. We were like, oh, everything's fine. It's fine. Because she was pretty delusional anyway. I did my best to make the same decisions in this playthrough that we made the last time, just in case there's any variations in narrative impact. So that did mean murdering several people / robots in the way that we did before. That's right. I remembered each one that we killed. Maggie Komrabi. We look so much alike. In a different life, I'm sure we'd be best friends. Heather Wolchek, she helped me cut the wave leak from the helmet. If anything, it should make the post-scan hangover less severe. Peter Strasky, cheerful and funny as always. Alice Costa, she said to help construct the Arc but not carry it to fire. Can I upload all of them? I don't remember who we grabbed.
No, won't work. We need someone from Theta Security Group.
Okay. How's Sarang?
That one won't work either. Look for security people at Kronstadt or Strohmeyer.
Well, no. I meant to press down. Ooh. Crafty D. Pending his computer doing unasked for updates. Justin McJustin will be joining us tonight. I hope Justin McJustin can enjoy this game, because Justin McJustin is an individual who does not do well with horror. It's less horrible now that I can't be wounded, but it might still be visually freaky. Here we go. Brandon Wan. Wayne.
Very promising. I'll just load him up and get the simulator going.
Thank you.
There we are.
What are we doing exactly?
We're gonna have a talk with Mr. Wan. Use the computer to activate the simulation.
Okay. No environment, no module. Okay, let's just load up.
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up. Bastard. What? What happened? Where did everyone go?
Mr. Wan.
Chun? What happened? I can't see anything. There's nothing here.
It's okay. It's all a part of the scan.
No, that's a lie. You're lying.
Mr. Wan, I need you to stay calm.
No. Well, why are you doing this to me? I trusted you, Chun. I trusted you!
Did we just bring that guy to life?
Shutting down.
I mean, he's a perfect scan, meant for the Ark. He's the real deal. And we turned him off. Took it all away again.
I really thought that was gonna work. Maybe we can try again.
I'm going to turn up the vocal audio. The voices are sounding real low at the moment. Oh, it's just overall volume. That fucking sucks. In a modern game. Alright. Fine. Let's run it again. This was her suggestion. It's gonna go poorly.
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up. Bastard.
Yeah, not super ethical. I agree, Crafty
happened? Where did everyone go?
Don't be afraid.
Chun? What happened? I can't see anything. There's nothing here.
There's no need to worry.
No, that's a lie. You're lying.
Okay, calm down, Mr. Wan.
No. Well, why are you doing this to me? I trusted you, Chun. I trusted you!
This setup won't work. We need something else.
Okay. So this is where we get some assets, right? Because we load them up in, yeah, simulation assets. Here we go. Wait, what? I don't want to put the other chip in there? No, hang on. Do I not get to choose? What? Okay. We plug it in over here. Here we go. Okay. All right, so... Okay. No, okay. Beach. Why? Versailles? Oh, data reconstructed by WoW do not use. Ha. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah, I mentioned it on Twitter, but I had forgotten or didn't know, or hadn't realised in the previous playthrough, because it was new to me when I, it seemed new to me when we went through it again on Saturday. But WoW, the WoW AI, the boogeyman in this game, is the one that actually invented the very process that Catherine is using to scan people and copy their brains. The WoW was doing it first, was already, you know, scanning people's brains when they were connected to the system, and then creating mockingbirds, as they're called. So this is why the monsters in this game are referred to as mockingbirds. That's the sort of the term for them, which is a pretty cool term, I will admit. All right. Okay. Okay, so what if I take beach? Because I feel like beach worked last time. Copy the chip. Chip already contains this. Oh, that's right. So the chip has beach and ski lodge. What am I doing then? Hang on. Like, can't I just... This has stuff on it. Can't I just plug this in here? Oh, it's right there. Fuck's sake. Alright. Oh, of course. I took this out. Like a gooseberry. Alright. Here we go. Ski lodge. No module? Okay. I don't know what module means in this context. Run! I might need more.
That wasn't so bad. Stroma really got me worked up, bastard. What? What is this? Where am I?
Relax, Mr. Wan. Just keep calm.
Dr. Chun? What the hell is this place?
I don't have time to explain. I need you to give me the new security cipher.
Why are you doing this? Is this some trick? I'm not giving you anything.
I'm trying to save a lot of people.
No, you're lying. This is all a lie. Look at this place. It's a fucking joke. Get me out of here, Chun, or I'll punch your teeth in.
Do we need to turn it off? Can we just keep him alive until we've got the cipher?
The longer he's exposed to the computer model, the more he'll get hung up on it.
So
We have to
what's
kill him.
wrong with letting him settle in a little?
It would drive him insane. So let's keep the session short and the suffering to a minimum.
Let's torture them quickly, instead of slowly. Okay. Module. That's something I can copy to chip. As far as I know, we have to go back to the rooms at some point, which is where the juice is as well. Just checking what the... So we've got the scan room on the chip now, and the side? Okay, corrupt. Okay, So we're meant to get the scan room on there. I think. Oh, that's right. This room is open now. That's right. We get this
I
narrative
see.
dump.
What?
Check the terminal. I just want to make sure.
So, Nanami composition, Nakajami Shin, okay, nationality Japanese. Berg, the Pace Files, Berg. Author David Munshi, Paul Berg, yep. Munshi himself.
David Munshi. How did this... What is this?
And then, here's me.
Kath, what is this? Why do you have a file of me?
You are one of Dr. Munshi's templates. A legacy scan.
How do I go to audio recordings? There we go. Post scan.
Okay, that's it.
Wow, that was fun.
That's a relief. Still figuring this out, so...
This freaky. So many lights. What do we do now?
Paul and I are going to run tests for a week or so, and then we'll work out a roadmap to your recovery.
Well, I feel excited. Can't wait to get back to the living.
Cool, so that was an audio recording of what we said to David Munshi after our brain was scanned. The very moment at which this Simon Jarrett that is me and the Simon Jarrett in the past diverged. Yeah. Hello, Justin. Justin McJustin. Welcome back.
We've worked everything out. Everything is legal. Vouched for by Dr. Peak and Professor Way.
Oh, that's great news.
No big change in medication. You'll be taking an aspirin every morning, but that's about it. Paul worked out a diet with some variations you should try out. You can continue doing physical therapy. Also, there's some extra cardio training every other day.
Okay, getting
Get ripped.
complicated.
Don't worry, it's really not. We're going to keep an eye on you every week, so we'll be able to adjust the plan if needed.
That is a sign of how medically informed my life has become. A doctor saying, we're going to change your diet and you need to do like these specific exercises. I hear that and I'm like, of course. Where's the where's the difficult part? Jeez.
The model was sound. It should have worked.
It's not your fault, David.
I really wish things had turned out differently.
Yeah, me too.
I was supposed to save you.
Hey, you got my brain on file. Maybe you can put it to some use.
Yeah, who knows? You'd be okay with that? Using it for my research?
Sure. It's like a part of me lives on or something. Like a donated organ. You know what sucks about dying?
What?
The crash. Everything up till now. The brain damage. You guys, everything. Has made my life so much more real. I started thinking about all the things I was going to do. I'd never been more excited to be alive. All that hope. Wasted.
Now, if I remember correctly, I erase my file for sure. I think I erased all of them. I definitely wiped myself. The question is whether I wiped the rest. And I think the answer is yes. I think I'm going to wipe the lot. I'm definitely erasing myself because I'm experiencing the reboot here and I don't like it. Yeah. Oh, look, it's what I chose to do last time. Yeah. So gonna stick with it. This is the ending we were on. Whew. Yeah.
He's dead, Kat. The real Simon is dead. And I'm a replica of that scan Munchie did, thinking he's Simon.
What did you expect?
I don't know. I don't know what I was hoping for. An explanation? Maybe an apology?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not from you. Well, thanks, I guess. I deleted the file, so hopefully I'll be the last Simon to suffer through this place.
Ready to move on?
Yeah. Let's go.
I remember I tried to put a chair in here or something. I fucked around a lot in this area. Ridiculous. Alright. What had I done? I had popped something on here. I'm going to move it to here now. There was the scan room, wasn't it? Yeah, so I guess the idea is you put them in the scan room so there's a bit more verisimilitude, right? So they're more likely to believe that they're alive in the sense they're familiar.
SOMA really got me worked up, bastard. What? Where did... Alice?
Congratulations, Mr. Wan. The scan was successful.
Chun? Where's Alice?
She left. Mr. Wan, I need you to give me the new security cipher.
What? Why? Why would you need that? This is the trick.
Please calm down.
I knew you couldn't be trusted. None of this is real. And you won't break me, WoW. You hear me? You won't break me!
Whew. I think we need to build the scene so it's more what he'd expect. As soon as he starts to doubt, we've lost him.
You're right. We need to think this through. We need some more data.
We need to go through people's rooms, one step ahead of you. Yeah, so going through Catherine's room again. So I went through this area before on Saturday. There's a moment where she talks about, or somebody wrote something to her about how she's just bad with people. Like, it is not her forte
Here
talking
we
to
go,
people.
Brandon Wan's room. I'll just override the lock for you.
Hey, hey.
If we get to know him, maybe we can make the simulation a little smoother.
Got it.
Brandon, you ready to go? Stromeyer says it's time to move.
I'm waiting for Stratsky and Alvaro to pack up their stuff. Head downstairs and I'll meet you there.
Don't take too long.
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
Seems like they were getting ready to leave. Heard some lady telling Brandon to hurry up.
You got that from the intercom? Must be a transmission buffer. Hang on. That's Alice Coster. Wouldn't have guessed they even knew of each other. Interesting.
Yeah, so in the current world situation, let's shut this door. In the current world situation, old habits, must shut doors. Everyone should be here in Theta, but they're all downstairs, or at least that's where the black box scans say everybody is. And they're all down there dead or something, right? Like, they're absolutely boned. They've got to be. Okay. Won the Fairchild Award for being an engineering youth. Boats, boats, boats. Okay, bit of a traveller, bit of a scenery junkie. Is this the person we rifled through their stuff last time? I genuinely don't remember. It's too long ago. Let's keep at it. Ooh. Brandon, I'm really a mess thinking about the scan. Everyone is being so brave. All smiles, no regrets. You know how you said you would hold my hand during the scan? If the offer still stands, I gratefully accept. If we do it together, we could suffer the hangover together as well. They say it takes a couple of days to recover. Kisses, Alice. Yeah, so, the Catherine that I'm speaking to is also derived from a scan, but she scanned herself first, or at least very early on. So she doesn't know what happened scanning people later on in the future. She doesn't actually have an experience of that. So she wouldn't know that Alice would have been there with Brandon.
There's a
really
note
good
from
writing.
Alice that makes me think she was scanned alongside Brandon.
Okay, that sounds really promising. We can definitely use that.
Really cool.
I think we've got this, Simon. I can synthesize Alice's voice from the intercom and use it to impersonate her for the simulation. We could trick them into feeling safe enough to open up.
Great. Definitely feeling good about this.
Good job with the intercom. I didn't know you could data mine.
Aced it.
What's it like?
It's just something that I do now.
So it comes naturally to you. That's really interesting.
Yeah, I'll make sure to add it to my dating profile.
These pillows are gross. Whoa, the physics! Woo! Alright. Feels so safe in this SOMA. Staff Wrangler. Brandon 1, male 177, 84, Chinese, Hong Kong. Service record. Yeah. Cool. Check out the computer. So, August 14th, 2103. Akers finally agreed to evacuate Delta. Goya, Kriya, and I moved to Theta today. Akers said he'd stick around for a while longer, that crazy bastard. I take pride in my work, but goddamn, that place is miserable since the surface stopped sending parts. So Delta is... So Akers went mad and ripped out his own eyes, I think. I think Akers is the next spooky monster. Akers basically, you know, decided that being on side with WoW is what he wants. He wants to be full of the black blood of this strange undersea AI. So he tore out his own eyes and then said, yeah, I'm ready to be picked up from Delta, and then turned up here in Theta and caused huge problems. So I think that's what's going on.
I found more evidence suggesting they were together during the scan.
That's okay, Sherlock. We got it already. We should focus on simulating Brandon 1.
No, I'm not done. August 25th, 2103, did my ARC scan together with Alice. Stromae told me that the hangover would basically kill me. Such an asshole. I was fine at first, but got a splitting headache a couple of hours later. The biggest pain was the Chun girl. She is so fucking uncomfortable at all times it makes my skin crawl. October 7th, 2103, Stromae went ballistic and shut down all future scans for the ARC project. Apparently Conrad wanted in on the continuity and just fried himself right in the pilot seat after the scan. Something tells me we'll be getting new security ciphers. Yeah, so this is the continuity thing where people kill themselves after being scanned. January 15th, 2104. Just heard that the Comrabi survey team is going to Delta to pick up Akers. He's been alone for months now. Can't imagine what he's been up to. So that's when Akers came over here. So this is when things went wrong. January 15th, 2104. I don't remember what year it is right now. I would have seen it somewhere, and I have just flat out...
Cute.
Yeah, I did not note it down during my playthrough up to this point. These are great photos of someone who is definitely dead, who we are resurrecting the brain of. So I went through Catherine's room before. What is it that I wanted to show you guys? There was something in this room. No, it wasn't Fisher. It was Sarang. Yeah. So there's a recording in here that I listened to, and I was like, ooh, I've got to play this again. What?
Did you know that the human body consists of up to 75 trillion individual cells? They typically don't stay with us till we die. Some live a few days, while others live a few years. We're not affected by their short lifespans, as they're replaced by new cells which help sustain our bodies. I don't think anyone would argue that we ever lose our persona due to this process. Yet we are clearly in a constant state of transformation. Then how do we remain the same? A continuous flow of thought and perception keeps an unbroken chain of continuity that we know as our self. Our conscious mind is not the pattern of our brain, but a continuous emergent entity based on that pattern. When Dr. Chun populates the Ark, she is capturing a moment of our existence and placing it inside the digital world. Soon you and your digital you will grow apart due to diverging experiences, but for a tiny window, you are the very same. With unbroken continuity, it will live on. A fulfilling life, no doubt, no less real than the one from which it was plucked. Now remember, you are not your body. You are the emergent entity. That entity just happens to occupy two places at once for a while. If you took away your body, you would simply be the only one you can be. The you inside the Ark. Let your body die and continue on in the digital paradise among the stars.
Yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys again, / record it a second time. Very interesting. Very interesting in the context of this game. And this is where Sarang, talks about the continuity. Gonna kill himself. Yeah, cyanide salts in his chewing gum. Blomp, blomp. Join me inside the Ark. Yeah, well done. Well done, you. Right, and the other little bit of fun that I saved for us is the mirror scene. So up to this point, start of the game, we looked at ourselves and we were like, oh hey, I have human hands and human legs. And then when we were underwater and we were breathing, we suddenly saw the hands of a robo-suit. And we're like, oh no, what's going on? I appear to be in some sort of magical breathing suit. And now we come to a mirror and actually come face to face with what our face
legacy
actually
scanner
looks
read
like.
that was on the computer.
Oh.
What did you use it for?
It's a template that has an intelligence pathwork already etched into the base. So if I wanted to build an AI, I wouldn't have to reinvent a whole model. I would be able to focus on the things that the AI is to be used for.
Is every AI self-aware? Do they also think they're Simon?
What? No, Simon, don't worry. It's not like we just put people into robots and machinery and let them roam free. That'd be really cruel. It doesn't work like that. Or at least it didn't used to work like that. Truly sentient machines, thinking they are people is definitely new.
But you kept them sentient for the Ark.
Yes, and I basically had to invent the method.
Well, you basically nicked it from the WoW, but anyway. Sorry, I'm going to be back in just a moment. I need to shut a window because there are some birds going crazy. One moment.
So, you're not worried that there are other Simons or Catherines running around out there?
Now I am. Geez, Simon, some thoughts are better left alone.
Alright, I'm back. Those birds out in our backyard are territorial and DTF. And there are a lot of them this season. So yes, we don't like a lot of people here. It's true, it is not a group of likable people. I mean, playing through the game again with perspective on what Simon is going through, Simon is more likable.
If you knew about me.
Oh wow,
What do
he
you
just keeps
mean?
talking.
You do know about yourself.
No, I mean the real Simon. The human Simon.
Going by your reactions, I'd say you'd be pretty upset.
Yeah. Yeah, this whole idea of so AIs haven't been self-aware up to this point, but they have been created, and the groundwork was laid by basically scanning the human brain to such a fine degree that we're like, okay, this is the architecture that we can build on. But sentience wasn't possible. It wasn't until that existing technology was paired with the actual brain scans that started it all, and then new brain scans, that it was possible to transplant self-awareness into these systems. Okay. I think that's the posit. Right, let's have a moment. Yeah. I'm 2 cameras and a microphone. That's my face. Oh. This is what I get for... Oh, no. No. I looked down at chat while I was walking, and now I'm... What if I... There's no jump. Oh, guys. No. Oh, there is a jump. Oh. Of course there's a jump. I've jumped through windows and shit. Okay. Whew. Alright.
I compiled an Alice module that we can use.
So she'll be with Brandon in the simulation.
Sort of. I'll still need to do the talking, but it'll sound and look like Alice.
Alright. Yeah. Module, Alice. Run.
That wasn't so bad. Stromae really got me worked up, bastard.
Well, that's what you get for listening to his stories.
I guess I had it coming.
About Stromae. He said he needed a new cipher ASAP. What should I tell him?
It's alright. I can talk to him.
Wait, didn't Sean just tell you to take it easy? Don't worry, I'm not going to tell anyone.
I do feel hungover. Okay. It's 1729 over 42, 12 over 407. Got it?
Yeah, I got it. I'm sorry, Mr. Long. Brandon. Goodbye.
No, wait.
Why would you do it that way?
That's enough. We got what we need.
Is that what we are? Simulations?
Yeah, but it shouldn't make any difference. You're still you.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what to do with the data. You decide.
I'm gonna wipe the shit out of it. She is all in on being, on the simulation being the real thing. Yeah, it's so interesting from an embodiment standpoint that, in this arena, you are loaded in as you, but you feel like you have a body. So temporarily, she felt like she had a body. Catherine felt like she had a body. Alice's body, right? But it's not explained how it feels for her to be moving through systems, unlocking doors while she's living inside the Omnitool, because the Omnitool presumably doesn't have a, you know, a cortex room for her to, you know, a scan space, a little matrix for her to move around in, right? She's just a computer program that also has a human face that is static and talks to us, right? So there's a disconnect between what this simulation is like, whether it's full matrix style where you are embodied in that space, or, you know, faux embodied, or not. It's interesting. They try for both, and it's a little... If they had tried to do more, it wouldn't have worked within the context of this story, so I get why they did it, but from a nitpicker standpoint, it is a notable difference. Alright, I was not paying enough attention to what that code was, but it's not something I can replay, so I'm presuming the game will let me know, and also I can just look it up online if I need to. So, erase data. Yeah, format that shit. Bin it.
Rest in peace, Brandon.
Shut down. Alright, well I don't need these chips. Yeah, I can't even take them into my inventory. Okay, cool. Cool. So... Yep. It happened. Spoopy. Alright.
Simon, we got it. We can get to the Dunbat now. Get back here.
Now, I don't remember what jump scares are coming, if any. I know that the Dunbat goes wrong. Then we end up in some hallways. And then the hallways were a maze. And the maze was bad.
Couldn't we just have extracted the cipher from Brandon's data somehow? It's so cruel bringing him back like we did.
No, that's impossible. Memories don't work like that.
Let's just hope it was worth it.
See, yeah, I like that. I like the memories don't work like that aspect because, yeah, you know, my understanding is that is, you know, an accurate approach mentally. All right.
There you are. Just warming up the Dunbat for us. It's been collecting dust for months, so it might need a minute.
Hey.
Okay, that's it. That's everything. Let's go ahead and... Huh. That's weird. Never mind.
What do you need me to do?
Head inside the dock. The Omnitool can open the door now. And get into the Dunbat. Then plug me in, and I'll take us into the Abyss.
Sounds easy enough.
Yeah. So the Ark is already there, I think. Or at least that's what the scan said. Because we checked, you know, the black boxes. Well, no, we scanned for where the Ark is. and it's already near where we're going to fire it into space. Is that true? Something like that. Something to that effect. Alright. Beep boop. Boop. Beep beep beep. I'm always going to think of the world in terms of beep boops now. Okay, so... turning on. She's like, oh, just do the Dunbat stuff, but she doesn't give me Dunbat training, right? Oh, this is a cord that needs to be plugged in somewhere? Curse my robo hands. Come on. Are you serious? Fucking serious with this shit? That is the worst. That is not designed for controller use. Okay. Oh, I see. Because that's how that works. You turn these things... Yeah, I like... Oh, it's up there! Ah! I'm so confuzzled as to why what should be switches are dials. Like, these are... ready for release. Release program. Whoa! Whew. So I'd forgotten that as well. Surprise, surprise, the Dunbat has a sentience in it, and that sentience is pissed. Now, if I recall correctly, the thing I do next is... hang on, I've got a torch, don't I? Yeah. So I get into that vent. I think that's the next move. Is vent maneuvers. Is that door closed? No, it's open, but vent maneuvers are what's next. I've got to push it. Because it's a game. I've got to interact with things. Friction. Friction is the term. Come on. Come on, lad. Come on. Come on. Yeah. That's right. And loading. So I'm guessing the reason I would do that is that there was literally nowhere else to go, right? I'd explored the entirety of that other space. So it makes sense that I would be like, well, better find a vent to clamber into. But I do wonder if what I was meant to do was explore. Oh. Saving already. Am I just going to drop through here? This looks suspiciously like something that's just going to give out on me. Let me just check chat real quick. Yes, says, I was having trouble with my hose. Because, and this is important, the controls are not what I expect them to be. That's all it is. Hey, hey. Not the expected. God, that's an interesting thought. So, I'm the player, and as a human player, I have a squishy meat body. But it just occurred to me that I'm playing a roboid. A roboid with a, you know, a human consciousness inside it, but a roboid being attacked by a spooky monster isn't nearly as horrifying. Like, if this was third person, I would be less scared, right? Huh. I mean, I'm saying this because I've just, you know, I'm thinking about the experience I just had seeing, you know, my sweet visage. Oh, where do I plug in? Here we go. Let's have a chat. I don't remember this stuff nearly as much, but I know we've been through it.
Wait, this isn't... Oh, no! WoW got to the Dunbat before we did, am I right?
Well, it was talking.
Am I right?
It's rarely a good sign.
Damn it. The Dunbat was our best shot. I was really banking on this to work.
Come on, we can't quit now. There's gotta be another way. How do you think you did it? How did the team get the Ark down the abyss in the first place?
If they didn't use the Dunbat, the only other way would be the climber at Omicron. It's like an elevator which supposedly reaches all the way down into the abyss.
Supposedly.
Okay, so we do that. We go to Omicron and take the elevator.
Yeah, okay. Sure. We'll just head over to Omicron and hope there's a power suit that fits you. You know, so you don't implode while in the abyss.
That does sound useful.
Alright, let's go then. Wait, what is this place? Seems to be a lot of information on the Ark here. There's a prototype and everything.
Ah, it's a prototype.
Let's start it up. I want to see how it works. Maybe we can figure out how to get on the Ark.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Because I remember seeing an Ark.
Get us on?
How difficult could it be?
She is just not an upfront speaker. She does not communicate cleanly all the time. Alright, documents. My decision. I've decided to finalise the Ark with the scans we have. I'm sorry for all of you who wanted to go but didn't get a chance to scan yourself before the project was put on hold. It's been 2 months since I've added a scan and I don't see how I'll ever be able to win back the support you all showed me when we started the project. I'm sorry. I never meant for anyone to take their lives. It was never my intention to fool anyone. I just wanted to save something. Okay. What's left? Apply interface module, seal Ark capsule, ask permission from 4Q, brief Ivashkin, Lindwall, Peterson and Hill, take shuttle to Omicron, pick up power suits, ride the climber into the abyss, regroup at Tau, head to the launch site, load the bullet, launch Ark. Okay. Ark locator. Oh yeah, we already know that it's a Tau. Huh, so if I hadn't scanned before, would the dialogue be different? Or is this just weird? Ark attitude survey. To gauge staff opinion, please fill out this short survey. Start examination. Recently it was decided that the Ark project would become Pathos 2's latest official commitment. The staff has been urged to carry on with their duties despite Earth's catastrophic condition. I think the Ark project is the most logical step towards saving mankind and that we should spend as much time and resources as needed to complete it. I don't remember what sort of position we took. Under what she was pitching, the idea that, you know, it would be a scanned version of yourself, knowing full well that the meat version of yourself would still die here under the sea, I would still go for it, because what have you got to lose, right? Realistically. I mean, this is without knowing that there would be an AI of ridiculous power that would use these scans and populate the ocean floor with you in a terrifying nightmare realm that you can never leave. So, you guys are talking about toast. Nice. Nice. I'm going to say strongly agree. To embark, every passenger needs to be flushed with electromagnetism using a pilot seat. These scanning sessions are known to cause nausea and headaches, sometimes lasting up to 3 days. I think temporary physical discomfort, no matter how severe, is a small price to save mankind. I mean, when you put it like that, this is the problem with surveys, right? Sometimes the questions are like, is there a second axis? Like, does it have to just be this, you know, strongly agree to strongly disagree thing? Yeah, the way it's been phrased, I'm like, well, I guess I have to strongly agree. The Ark is built to fit a Ranger Mark 7 probe, meaning it can be shot into space with the Omega space gun and technically survive for thousands of years living off the light from our sun and distant stars. I think the Ark should leave Earth behind and be launched into space. If it's going to live off light, I mean, this is a loaded... This is phrased and questioned in such a way as to elicit pretty strong responses, I think. The digitization of humanity is an opportunity to make a quantum leap in our own evolution. People inside the Ark will out of necessity be generated from existing genetic code, but could be altered to allow for cosmetic changes, ease aging, and even prevent death. I think we're at risk of losing our humanity if we were to rid ourselves of disease and our mortality. So what's strange is that she's saying that they'll be generated from existing genetic code, but that's not what this project has been about at all. It's been about taking a photograph of a brain and then hanging that on the wall and leaving it there forever, right? This whole thing of easing aging and preventing death, I mean, yeah, of course, like, these were going to be immortal ghosts, digital spectres that live forever. Like, what? This is a very strange question, because it doesn't actually line up with what was being pitched in the first place, I think. It changes the definition of humanity if you rid yourselves of disease and mortality, because humans are not currently rid of that, right? We have yet to experience the psychology of a centuries-old living human being, right? But they would still be derived from humanity, so, you know, I'm more than willing to say that they're human. It's just the risk of losing our humanity is very strange. I'm going to say strongly disagree. That's bizarre. There are only 58 people left alive to be stored inside the Ark. A way to diversify and expand the population would be to introduce artificial intelligences that would in every way appear to be human, but with childlike and naive sensibilities. As we continue to explore the nature of intelligence, we may find a way to make them smarter in the future. I think even an inferior group of artificial people would benefit our society. Yeah. So all of this is also pitched in a way... Well, that's the thing, right? I don't know the context of this essay, this survey, because a survey like this that came with the caveat, the already assumed knowledge that things would either be set in place once the Ark was fired off into space or changeable, right? But that's the big difference. So saying, okay, I'm pitching that even before we leave, I put in some AIs that will be fun and interesting, and it might diversify the experience, and who knows, we might learn something from them, they could learn something from us, right? But my first question is, well, what if it goes wrong? How much control do we have? And the same can be said of the whole thing about, like, the aging process or whatever, like simulating that. Is that something that can be changed after the fact? Like, is this all set in stone for the next millennia while we're all stuck together? Like, it's a huge pressure. Yeah, childlike and naive sensibilities is, I think there are two experiments running concurrently here. One is, what happens when you have 58 people who live forever in the same space, who are not psychologically built to do so? And then the other experiment is the same, but then you add in extra elements that aren't human, and you don't even know what they're going to be like. So I'm going to say disagree on the basis that you should be testing one before the other. Or at least interrogating them independently, right? This isn't a value add at the fucking counter. Like, if you pay an extra $1, we'll pack in 100 naive, childlike, who in every way appear to be human. Yeah, it's, I'm going to say no to that. I'm going to pass. This is interesting. So, Ark approval. I wonder if this is based on, I wonder if this is pre-written or if this is based on previous players. That would be very interesting to me. I've probably asked all these questions before, a year and a half ago. Ark approval, strongly agree, 76%. Eternity among the stars, strongly agree, 68%. Inferior companions, 32%. Yeah, the phrasing of inferior as well, like, that's even the fucking heading. It's not companions, it's not individuals of a different mental type, it's inferior. and that's mixed across the board. But the strong vote gets the largest one, and disagree. Pain for gain, 46%. Agree, 50%. Okay. Only disagree and strongly disagree get like the smallest. Yeah, that's a massive swing there. And then artificial evolution, second place with strongly disagree. So, interesting. Interesting. I mean, if I was writing this game, I would want constant, well, not constant, like obviously a few years on I might not be looking with the same fervour at that feed, but had I written this game I'd be like, yeah, fucking I want to know how people responded to this shit. Yeah, those were some loaded ass questions. Oh, this all makes perfect sense to me. Memory corrupted, simulation reconfiguration necessary. Please reduce memory footprint. Okay. So we are... That's such a weird mechanic, because it's like memory corruption detected, please reduce... So we've got 1,956 terabytes, and we need to cut it down to 1,152. Can someone do me some quick math? How many terabytes do we need to trim? Because it's a lot, right? The biggest one is the forest, but we can't cut the forest. Next in line is fluid physics. See, this is just... Yeah. All of this idea of simulation. So, at the very least, in the world in which I'm walking around right now as Simon in this body, yeah, it's very strange that I get loaded up as an imprint and this diving suit feels exactly the same as my human body. Whatever. That's weird enough. The extra level of weird is that everything is simulated, so not just the individual, but then the environment with which they are meant to be embodied and moving around. And here it says I can delete fluid physics. Like, yeah, it's really fucking strange. About 800. Wow. Okay, yeah, we kind of just got a bit in the line, huh? So if I say there are no fluid physics and nothing is ever soft, no rivers, because there's no fluid physics, which also means you don't need boats. SOMA hum, I don't even know. I don't even know what they mean by that. No lake either. Hey! But why can't I go next? Do I have to delete more things? Okay, it's never going to be noon again. Oh, but we need water? Wait, what? Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's lake is dependent on water. Right. Am I meant to be getting rid of things that are connected? Oh, these are all things from the forest, right. The other scene, so the forest is corrupted, so maybe the grass is less corrupted. So what have I got? I've got heat, there's an interface scan, atmosphere, there's rigidity, there's a hum, dirt road. So mod needs river, that needs river. Maybe I'll leave that on. No clouds. No foliage. Maybe. If I cut everything, what does happen? I don't get it. I still can't hit next. Maybe there are clues. No, this is just the path required. Access tunnel. Okay.
That's Phi, all right. Quick stop at Omicron, then Tau, then Phi.
Let's do it.
Okay. Shuttle to Omicron. Into the Abyss. Check on Tau. Anyone alive? And then launch. No. I want this. Power suit, proper usage. Put on the neoprene undersuit and body harness. Check for visual damages, starting with the legs. Fix the parts on. Lock as you go. Tap the secure button. Equalize pressure. Don't try to fix yourself, etc., etc. Regular training applies. Don't hold your breath. Don't stare out too long. Don't dive with malfunctioning equipment. Okay. We can read that again when we're about to dive into the suit. This is
wow,
they.
That's so cool. It's the whole gang.
A crew photo? Really? Who were you saving this for? The world was dead.
Thanks, Simon. I thought being an asshole wasn't invented until the 22nd century. Now I know better.
She's right to call out Simon, but that snark line wasn't that good. It wasn't nearly as good as she thought it was. Power packs, Todd's, extra oxygen, P2 permission. Okay. Prep arc with signal transmitter, yep. Okay. Hope that wasn't too important. What are you?
The arm doesn't even look that bulky. This is gonna be easy.
You haven't heard of the concept of jinxing, have you?
Sorry, I forgot your people were superstitious.
Your people. I hate that time travel talk. Am I meant to move it over? Like, what am I trying to learn here?
Start an arc simulation. I want to see how it works.
Okay. So I'm genuinely 100% not done. Anything else to interact with on this side? No. I don't think I meant to get it over here then. No, this is where they built the actual one, right? Okay. That's what that means, I think. Alright, so I haven't solved this puzzle. Okay, so... Is this it? I'm just meant to... follow the... That's exactly where I was before, wasn't it? Was it? Okay, basic. Okay, so basic vegetation. What are the other? That's the only basic. Okay. And then... Okay, so we need that, so then we need... So we need something that's water. Can we choose between river and lake? Lake is less. If we've got rigid and soft, we have to choose both. Okay. We need the buoy and we need light. Oh, we can choose between... Here we go. Okay. And then we need fluid physics. Oh, so close. Alright, what have I done wrong? Okay, let's actually go through this step by step. So that's the only one that triggers there, I think. And then vegetation, we've got two kinds. Okay, so the vegetation thing is... Let's do this. And then... So these are all the SOMA humps. So we've got Atmo, Scan, it's Veg, two kinds of light, two kinds of water. Okay, so the Atmo and Scan are fixed. And then you need... I'll do vegetation at the moment. So light, we've got... Oh, but then they combo, don't they? If I do full moon... leave that. We'll leave that. We know that basic vegetation, as opposed to advanced. Two different kinds of light. We've got... Hang on, I've got... Why do I need advanced? Okay, so we need advanced for some reason. Two different kinds of light. We take the cheap one. Different kinds of water, lake and river. Take the lake. Rigid, soft. Fluid. Is the buoy the bad point? Because you don't need a buoy on a river, right? No, apparently you still do. You still need... Okay, so... No. I need heat. This is... Boy, it would be buoyancy, right? You know what? Yeah. Oh, of course, it's under physics. I'm a dipshit, yeah. Yeah, I can't change scenes. Alright. I just don't remember this puzzle at all. Okay. Why does it want advanced? Why can't we go basic? So we go so that's 172. And then it needs fluid, rigid, and buoyancy. Rigid, soft. Rigid, soft. Buoyancy, and this needed fluid, rigid, buoyancy. Okay. So that's 241. Rigid and soft is slightly less. Okay, yeah. Hang on, no. So I keep choosing lake and it keeps being wrong, so I'm going to go river. And then go fluid. Buoyancy. Where's... rigid. Okay. Cool. Okay, so then we've got two different kinds of light. We've got noon, which requires dim light and heat, and this, which requires dim light. Okay. I did it!
Try loading a dummy scan. Shouldn't be that difficult. I just want to make sure I understand how the scan data is formulated before we start messing around with the real arc.
Oh, fuck.
Run the simulation and then hit pause while the code is running. It'll give me a cross-section of the process.
I didn't even realize. Could I have loaded myself? Ah. But then I would have narratively let myself potentially live on again. So yeah. It would have been cool to see. Maybe I'll have to YouTube it. If indeed that is possible. Oh man. Yeah, that would have been wild. Something's going to go wrong and I'm going to have to run diagnostics, right? Good God, it's 8:15. Wow. Well look, this was an episode to reacquaint ourselves with what's going on. And this is what we get, an episode in which we get to reacquaint ourselves with what's going on. Come on. Can't overclock this thing. That should have been in the survey. How do you feel about being overclocked? Would you like your breakfast to be overclocked? How would that make you feel? That is a long time for something to just sit and spin, right? Is the idea that I meant to interrupt and be like, this is bullshit. It's taking too long. I'm a gamer. This is where the monster hoons around in. And I hoon around in, I think. Yeah. There's a maze out there. I took a photo. I took a photo of the maze. We're going to have to use it.
Load a dummy and pause the simulation while it's active.
Oh.
Then we can run diagnostics and see how it operates. We need to pause while the dummy is loaded, otherwise I can't know if it's working or not.
Oh, okay. Yep. I just didn't listen to it closely enough.
Yes, of course. So precise, so perfect.
Nothing like admiring your own work.
What? Oh, right.
So now we know how to get on the Ark, right?
Kind of.
What?
It's just I don't really know what you are. Maybe there's a way to plug you in, or maybe scan somehow. We need to figure this out before we leave.
What's this thing?
That's just a compound examiner. Coster uses it to investigate structural integrity in payload frameworks.
Of course.
Could you fit inside it? If I knew what you were made of, it would be a hell of a lot easier to figure out how to get you on the Ark.
I'll give it a try.
Scan my robo body. So yeah, if I recall correctly, IRC, the WoW is not a sentient AI, it is like a cancer, as described by Catherine. It is something that grows and fixes things, like cancer. It's invasive, it's icky and gooey, and yeah, so the reason it's loaded people up is to fix them, I guess. That's my assumption. It's been putting people inside machines.
Bit of a tight fit.
Can you reach the on switch?
Yep. I refuse to stand in the middle because I want to see what's going on.
Worried about
Oh
radiation?
yeah, I remember now.
I think we're beyond that. Interesting. You seem to be one with the diving suit you're wearing. Everything's meshed together.
How's that going to work
Convenient.
with the suit we're picking up at Omicron?
I think they're bigger. You should be able to wear them both.
Imogen? Who's that?
It looks like the basis for your body is one of my old colleagues. A standard Cortex chip for robots, including the data reader and the OcuTorch, has just been forced through the skull.
What?
Structure gel has fused the whole construction together. Amazing stuff.
No, hold on, back up. I'm one of your old colleagues?
Well, your body is. Imogen Reed.
That's disgusting.
Hey, don't say that. She was nice to me. Anyway, the Cortex chip is good news. That means we can transfer your mind to the Ark with a pilot seat.
Kath, I'm half a dead person.
Yes, it makes sense. Think about it. All those simplistic minds we've run into, just reviving a dead person doesn't seem to work that well. A robot body seems to make people a bit unreliable. You are the best of both worlds. A sound mind and a sound body.
Okay, so, alright. Holy shit, okay.
Are we done here? Can we go to Omicron and get my new suit now?
Yeah, we should get going.
So I'm like 95% someone else's body, and that doesn't feel strange. In fact, I imagined human hands over my diving suit hands, even though the body feels familiar enough to be human, right? And yeah, so if you put a human mind in the robots, they go a bit nutty, and that's the sort of an embodiment perspective in the idea that the mind is changed by this new context, but it's not changed. It's changed in the sense that they're glitching and delusional. Often they just think everything's kind of fine, right? Yeah. A lot to unpack. A lot
Want to bring this arc as a
to
backup?
unpack.
Now that wouldn't work. This is just a prototype.
Good. I prefer to travel light.
Let's go. Don't forget to take me with you.
That's funny, I actually forgot to take her with me when I was doing the replay, and I had to go back and grab her, and it meant that I actually got an extra glimpse of the monster, so it was kind of worth it. But yeah, I was being incredibly cavalier in my playthrough. Alright. So, we can safely confront a monster. How safely? Kind of safely. It's going to make noises that are unpleasant, as is its wont. Alright, let me actually bring up this map. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Great point from Crafty Devious. It's talking about embodiment. Yes. So this game is actually one of the better examples, for sure. And in fact, might have to think about this, but now that I'm rethinking about SOMA, going through these points again after everything that I've read and researched, this might come close to, well, sort of, Ancillary Justice and the Imperial Rage trilogy, which is what I'm looking at, like closely analysing that trilogy in my exegesis. And SOMA, yeah, actually comes close on a variety of points. I did not realise that. This is why this replay is good. Okay, where's that photo? Because I'm basically going to have to navigate. So I went through the boat section again, obviously, because I had to. And that has, it's not super maze-like, but it was maze-like enough to be frustrating. And part of it is that it is poorly lit, and often my visuals are fucked up by an approaching monster. So mapping the space out is not as easy as I would like. So having a map with me is going to improve matters. So okay, cool. So I'm going out the front door. Yeah, okay, and then it maps around that way. Cool. All right. I've completely forgotten what she asked me to do. I'm so spaced, guys. I'm so sorry. Fuck. All right. I'm actually going to save and exit and then reload, because the loading screen will tell me what my mission objective is. Because I was really frustrated with the game when we quit. I didn't get far into this section a year and a half ago, and so I genuinely don't remember what we were hunting around for. The plan to take the Dunbat into the Abyss has failed. Simon and Catherine have decided to go to Omicron and ride the climber down instead, but first Simon has to find a way out of Theta. Okay, so that's all I'm doing, trying to find a way out. Right. Well, trying to get down to level 2 then, I presume. Where would I do that? The problem is that the map of level 2 is glitched out to all hell. So trying to figure out how it corresponds with the map of level 1 is a bit tricky. I mean, the game is going to tell me, / show me, which is to say there's going to be one way to go, but okay, I'm literally just looking for a way out. I also, if I recall correctly, I get to look through people's rooms and see corpses and find out information, and I think I was partway through that when I got murdered last time, and it was very frustrating. So I feel like this monster likes sound. I feel like if we make noises, it comes for us, and I was meant to lure it away by throwing, you know, very heavy breadcrumbs down very long hallways. Yeah, this is an interesting submission into the Android category. Yeah, this game is this is so great. I'm so glad that they released a safe mode that I could come back and play this, because this game is relevant, and the neighbours are very loud laughers. They're having an incredible time in their front yard. I have no idea if you guys can hear it through the microphone. I can hear it. Oh, an airlock. All right. So this is a monster zone. We're going to see a monster. It's going to have no eyes. Oh, that's right. Proxy. There was something about proxies. I tweeted about it. Proxies, like Akkers, have no eyes, and from a distance are indistinguishable from crew members. So they're humanoid and they're eyeless, but they're not Akkers. They're extra. They're called proxies for some reason. That was the name that they gave them. Yeah, jeez. Alright. So, the first step in making this experience clean and smooth, system error, is seeing the monster, identifying our friend in the space. And then the next step is putting up with its noises, because it's going to make a lot of noises. Okay, there is a corpse. That's one of the people from the photographs, right? Okay, I should be keeping track of where I am on the map. Hold on. Let me just boot this. Oh yeah, there are the vents. There are the vents that it crawls in and out of. Okay, cool. So that door is jacked, this door is jacked. Okay, this is a blue... Oh, this is one of the black box. Yeah, okay. Yep. Dispatch. Strasky is still in there, maybe? Yeah, okay. Comes out of these vents. It's all slithery and gross. Okay, can't go in there. There's this room that I can go into. Okay, cool. Got this on the map. So I am going to close doors so that I can hear it coming in and we can get a look at our friend. If indeed our friend comes in. Because there's a chance that he won't. Or they won't. I mean, it's a little difficult to interrogate a monster of this kind about its gender. Oh, the head being contained? I had not seen that before. Okay. Well, we got all we needed from this room, because I'm not seeing any data entry points. Was there a data entry point in this room? Hang on. I feel like there was a plot touch thingo that I missed. A data buffer. No, am I imagining things? Where did I see one? Where did I see a data? Was I... Oh, did I just see the one on the wall in this room? When I loaded the game? I reckon I did. Balls. Can I go back in? No. Okay. I think I was just looking at the same one. Okay. Oh, no. I was looking at that one. All right. So that's the obvious go for... Ah, and it's right in the middle. Okay, so that's presumably... These maps are terrible. They don't demarcate which rooms are elevators and which rooms are rooms. So that's the elevator. There's the dead person. There's other dead people. Oh, hang on. I don't like this map at all. There's someone in here? Okay, no. I've seen that. I've seen that one. Oh, I've seen that one and that one. Okay, yep. All right, cool. So we're going to go here. We're going to look at an elevator. And we're going to find out why we can't use it.
Stromae,
Brand, where are you?
it got out of hand. I'm in sector RD4. Did you get everyone downstairs?
Yeah, we're safe for now. But you need to get moving. They're gonna figure out where we are and come for us.
Oh, they...
Don't worry about it. The stairs are blocked, and I killed the elevator. Pulled the connector chip from the lock.
Fine. That means you're stuck as well.
Only way to keep you guys safe. Take the shuttle, go to Omicron.
God damn it, Juan. You just had to be the hero, you bastard.
Good luck, sir. Tell Alice I love her.
Oh, one. Okay, and then one wounded went that way. Okay, so... security error, insert connector chip. Okay. So this is the puzzle, right? And here's the map. Okay, Omega management, storage, payload design, garbage deposit. God, are we going to go down the garbo chute? Security checkpoint. That's in red. So that's probably a sign that we need to go there. Okay. That door. Okay, let's check this room. And... So... Oh, here we go.
Sarah, how the hell are we going to make sure the Ark makes it? Every launch is a crapshoot, you know that.
I just wish these numbers looked better.
What do you care? It's just a pack of data, right?
Yeah, just a pack of data.
Okay, so it sounds like the Ark is not nearly as safe as expected, right? Turbo pump, tool compartment. All normal. I approve of every part of this. Survival of the fittest. And some formulae. Oh, there's the monster. Or monsters. Yeah, this idea of they. So is this the idea that Acres was kind of a template? Is that what's going on? Are these operable? No? Okay. Okay. It's one of those things where games will give reuse familiar shapes, you know, and sometimes they're operable and sometimes they're not. Whereas other games will have, you know, huge glowing neon signs on the things that are operable, and then everything else is, you know, a different color, shape, and not glowing neon. This game doesn't have that, which adds to the realism, but also means sometimes I just walk up to panels and I'm like, huh? Yeah, no. So we need a security chip. Oh, we have an almighty pun queen. Hello. Oh. Maybe we'll just chill here a moment and see if the monster makes an appearance. Because it's close. Okay, so we're in that room. I mean, I'm saying this stuff about, you know, things that you guys can't see. There is... Oh, there's dead ends. Or are they just security doors or something? Okay. Trying to do a methodical approach. And it's maze-like enough that that's not easy. Oh, monster. Alright. It's this way? Yes? No. Okay, dead end. Why is that a dead end? Oh, okay. Wait, no, what? So, looking down at a map while physically being in a space, or not being in a space, while navigating it in a, you know, in a simulation, I guess, because my hands aren't on the map, I'm not, like, poking it and prodding it. There's just enough separation here. Like, I'm actually good at maps, typically. I'm usually a okay navigator. I wouldn't say I'm the best, but I don't have problems, usually. But right now, looking between my phone and the screen and holding a controller, not walking anywhere, not prodding the map with my hands, I don't know, it's just, it's different. It's harder. Okay. Lots and lots and lots of games of tic-tac-toe, including extra-dimensional tic-tac-toe. So these shapes, me being tired, and that word over there being what it is, for a minute I thought it said prolapse. It doesn't. It says propulsive efficiency, and then, okay, golem is the last one there, that's cool. That second one there's quantum, right? Quantum, and this is Blackadder. No, it's not Blackadder, can't be. Quantum something, golem, and... Nope, one puzzle at a time. No? Okay. Man, that is an old-ass printer. Something principle is ideal for long-distance traveling. Thruster. These chairs are so heavy. Are you the... No. Small scale idea, engine, burning chamber. No use for the big thing. Might be great for escape pods. What was I planning? Note that due to the underwater launch, we will always deal with a gross overexpansion. Underexpanded, ambient, overexpanded. Huh. Need to be extra thoughtful about the propulsion delivery system. Such a huge first stage, we don't need to have another N? Maybe since we're being in stage 3. Funky. Funky stuff. So, I like scientific stuff that seems real. And that's often what science fiction goes for. And if you know enough in an area, or at least know what terminology feels like, sometimes stuff just feels really shitty and hacky. This stuff feels believable to me, and I don't know jack about this stuff. So it could be complete garbage, but I'm engrossed. I'll zoom in on these posters. Something, yeah, I don't know. Okay. Anyway, yes, hooray for science. It's true. Almighty Punk Queen, and you are indeed. If anyone here is science, it's you. So what am I even doing? This is that room then, which means there is a body in the room across from me. In this room? Oh! I want to see a presentation. Ugh! These artists went buck-ass wild. Oh. That's really cool. Like a heat mapping thing? Okay, now it's just repeating. Yeah, wow. Snap. Wow is right. I think I fucked up the map. I think I fucked up the map because there should be a corpse in here, according to the black box beacon. Where the fuck is this? Where am I? All right. Look, I'm liking scoping out these rooms, but like, I'm not getting a feel for the space. Okay. Oh, yeah, I was way lost. I was way wrong. All right. This space is absolutely not what I expected. Okay, so let's go. Stromite. Hey. Is this the room I got jumped in? One of these rooms, I came in and I hid behind a desk, and the thing found me behind the desk and beat the shit out of me. This is security. Is this security checkpoint? This can't be. I'm so lost. Office, maintenance room, payload. Payload design. Conference room. Oh, I got rotated. I went... Wait. Yeah, I got switched around somehow. So, okay, so that means we're here. Is that right? That has to be right. Stromite was security, dude. Yeah, that's right. Where was I before? In the weird corridors that had all the, like, the rocky dead ends and shit. Okay. Yeah, I think I was, like, looking at a computer and I got jumped last time. Alright, so... Oh, monster coming. Let's have a look. Let's see what it looks like. It's going to climb out of a vent. It's going to make gross noises. There it is. Okay. Yeah, so they've leaned more into the barnacle infested. Gonna come say hi? Gonna wander off? Okay, screeching noise. And then leaves. Yeah. So no face, just sort of weird apertures. I mean, it was mentioned that the proxies were eyeless, but like that was eyeless in the sense that I was expecting eyeless in that it would have eye sockets or a space where eyes might once have been. But this thing was just a mess of orifices. Just a cluster F. Huh. Alright. Akers is not alone. At least 3 proxy creatures. Check and seal doors, move downstairs, shuttle to Omicron. Okay. Interesting. Because I know that Acres came over here on purpose to be, you know, all nasty and whatnot. But I didn't think Acres had amassed an army. Nobody knows what happened to Lansky, but Masters, Strohmeyer, Costa, Forkian, and Bass. So does that mean that Catherine died? Because Chun is there. No, hang on. This can't be right, because Bass is definitely dead. Bass committed suicide long before... Bass committed suicide as part of the continuity, I thought. I don't know what that list of names conforms to. I don't know what it's referring to. Checklist. Survive the Ark Project. Stop people from killing themselves. Send off C and the team. Keep people safe. Enjoy the rest of Armageddon. Oh, of course. Yeah. So the Ark team left. These are the people who stayed behind. Yeah. So the names crossed off here are the people who left to do the Ark thing, and then everyone else stayed here at Theta, and these are the people who sabotaged the lift and have hidden downstairs on the next level. Okay, so that includes Strohmeyer, who did all this. This is Strohmeyer's office, so I presume that's true. Bass is... Oh, I must be wrong about Bass then. About Bass having killed themselves. Because the timing's wrong. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Oh, it's a reader. That's gonna bode well, I'm sure. Or maybe that's just cool set dressing. Oh, can we open? Let's close this one. Oh, yes, very good. Actually, if I do the... No, I'm just meant to be able to read that. Okay, fine. I mean, I can. I'm technically capable. No. Okay. All right. Override door lock. Okay, I've unlocked the lab. Oh! Could I have locked the monster away somewhere? Lock limits active, remaining resources... What? So wait, if I lock this, can I unlock? I can, okay. I haven't been in the exam room yet. I've been in the conference room. Cool, I don't need to go back into the conference room. Alright. Huh. So I can lock just as many places as... Well, actually, that might be useful, because that means I don't go back into places I've already been. So, that's where I am. I haven't been in the laboratory, the examination room, I don't think. I've been into storage. I've already been into storage. Okay, this lets me know what extra rooms there are. Casing. I know I've been in more rooms, but I just don't know what they were. So, oh, Crafty Devious. Correct. Robin Bass committed suicide right after her brain scan on August 26, 2103. Yeah. Very weird. Yeah. Maybe that was an oversight on the writing team or art asset team, right? Maybe some names got switched around. Man, chat is going off. I'm trying to catch up here, and there's just so much. Saz, it looks like one of the mummies from The Mummy. You're not wrong, actually. I agree with that. Flesh from the sea. Oh, fresh from the sea. Justin McJustin, I thought you said flesh from the sea, and I was like, yeah. Right on. Oh, Crafted Devious, they did send people to go get acres, right? Maybe they got dead. Well, if I recall, the way that it worked narratively is I landed on Delta, and what I found out was that, you know, Akers stayed alone playing chess against the machine for a very long time, and then finally hailed to get picked up, laughing and being all creepy. And then I got some buffer messages here when I landed at Theta outside. And there were people who were bringing Akers in, and he was very wounded, he was full of structure gel and holes and whatever, like, oh, what happened to him kind of thing, right? And he did attack people at Delta. But when they brought him inside to Theta, they thought he was a patient. They thought something had gone wrong. At that point, he hadn't amassed an army. So I don't know where these proxies... Maybe he killed others and then... Maybe they just came over somehow? Maybe they came over on one of their other Zeppelins? Because they've got these undersea Zeppelins that are pretty cool. Yeah, interesting. Man, I could just lock all of these, huh? System resources 14%, yeah. That's cool. Alright, anyway, back. I want to read Stromae's diary. Key control. No chip inserted. Okay, I need to insert a chip. Security messages. Dispatch, November 17th, 2103, corrupt. Conference room, 22nd, corrupt. Shuttle station, 12th, corrupt. Common area, corrupt. Alert, machine hangar, January 11th, 2104. Huge structure gel leak has caused the WoW to seize control over the Dunbat. Forced a quarantine to avoid further development. Last thing we need is another talking machine. Yeah, it's so wild the way this must have unfolded. So seeing all of this after the fact is very interesting when you consider what it would have been like at the time. It avoids the problem of giving us a story that is showing us the uninteresting part and only telling us about the interesting part. I don't think it's falling into the trap of, missing out on the cool stuff. Like, these snippets paint a very cool picture. And that's way more interesting. Did I not hit this? I did.
Stromae, you there?
I hear you, Brandon. What do you got?
Akers and his critters are ferocious. They pick up on every move. There's no way past them.
Then we'll fight them. We got to get to the shuttle.
And end up like Shank and Adams? No way. Listen, I'll create a distraction and pull them to me. Get the gang to the shuttle station.
Wait, Brandon, what are you doing?
Don't worry, Alice. I'll loop back as soon as you guys are safe. Just load up the shuttle and be ready to go.
Are you sure about this?
The sacrificial maneuver.
See you at the shuttle.
But I mean, if a diversion is needed, then it's not necessarily a bad plan. It's just, it's the given thing. Oh, Crafted Devious checked the wiki. Akers definitely corrupted his rescuers and then escaped in the Zeppelin, where Theta Cruz found him and took him to Medbay. Yep. They found him, but they didn't. Like, his rescuers weren't on the Zeppelin as well, because it sounded like he was brought in alone to Theta. And I mean, him corrupting people at Theta is on brand. It's Akers Deluxe. Balls, where am I going? So, what's-his-face was in here. Omega Management. I'm here, so I want to go... I may as well loop around, right? Oh, I've got the archive here. Yeah, okay. Let's loop. Let's do a loop. Loop-de-loop. Oh, nope, never mind. No archive for me. Alright. Alrighty, so... I guess they don't want to create that many assets. Medical lab... I could go through there. Examination room is on that side. Office. Yeah, okay. Maintenance area. Yeah, it'll loop me back around. So I must have already looked in payload design and casing? Did I skip that? Oh, I went in here, and then I went here to the garbage to... This is how I got turned around. Maybe. Maybe? Oh, anyway. If we get a chance, we'll go back to casing and payload design. But this way, we can go through medical, office, maintenance, past storage again, and then down to Omega Management. That is the plan. Yes. Cool. All right. Let's do it. Do it to it, as it is said. Oh! Exceptional. It's gonna be gross in here. All right. Whoa. So I'm guessing this is what happens when structure gel gets into living flesh. I'm assuming structure gel is just like nanite soup. Remarkable connectivity, neural patchwork, gel consumption, Akers. Initially reconstitutive, unnatural growth, symbiotic attempts. Meet downstairs, blah blah, the shuttle. Whew. Yeah. I don't know what that used to be. Because it looks mechanical, right? Or sort of mechanical? I mean, it looks biomechanical in the way that something might be designed to look cool and alien. It doesn't look like it was built to be that way at first. The design aesthetic is different. Oh, full of blood. all the design work in this place is so good. All the little details, the way the machines are put together, it's fucking awesome. Yeah, rad. Absolutely rad. Oh, Crafty Devious, January 16, 2104, the same day Teriaka's arrived in Theta, he was joined by at least 3 other proxies. Okay, so they just turned up. Justin McJustin reminded himself to not eat during SOMA stream. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's so funky that we went from this to Talos Principle, and Talos Principle has been just narratively so similar, or has so many parallels. And then we went back to Talos Principle in the form of DLC, and now we're back here. Like, it's... If I was going to quit streaming, it would be, you know, on the back of going full circle. I'm not going to, but what a great 2 years. I am so fond of what we've built as a team. Wonders of the machine that is a human body, the human skull. Front lobe, mandible, nice, nice. Coronal structure, yep. The formatting on this text, like, that's so awful. It's not as bad as it could be. And this looks like dusty and bad and old on purpose, but yeah. Woof. Digestive system, esophagus, liver, stomach, gallbladder, pancreas, etc. Anus canal. So, I, as mentioned before, I lead a medical life, which is to say I spend a lot of time seeing medical people of various kinds. And so I see a lot of posters on walls. Particularly my physio has one of those incredible diagrams of the human body. Anatomy, a lot of muscular stuff, as you'd imagine. The musculoskeletal system. And comparing that to this shit that was made by the designers fresh, based on their research, as opposed to, you know, an actual medical document hung on somebody's wall. And then this is meant to be the infirmary in the hospital of the future. Oh my god. Oh, that's wild. Ugh. Hot diggity damn. Oh. Here we go.
Terry Akers, Chief Factor at Delta, first assessment. Brought in today, January 16th,
Here we go.
2104. Reportedly found in his diving suit, unconscious, in open water. Akers has clearly been consuming large amounts of structure gel. Weeks, probably.
Just chugging it.
It's difficult to tell how this has affected his health beyond the obvious malnourishment, and if it somehow caused him to gouge out his eyes. Small amounts of gel have always been considered perfectly safe to handle, but I can't recall ever hearing about any recommendations on how to treat overexposure. Considering its properties, I doubt it's poisonous, but the more transformative aspects of the Ferrofluid makes me think that malign cell mutations ought to be expected.
Ferrofluid?
I think I will need to consult Dr. Eames at Omicron about this.
Dr. Eames at Omicron, make a note. Make a note. We want to go see Dr. Eames at Omicron. What's in the bin? What's in the bin? Nothing. Eye tests. Cool. Yeah, what were they saying? Infected, fractures, right tibia is broken, and fracture being connected by something remotely controlled. Okay, so remotely controlled is weird. I wonder how much of him even left in there. So, the remotely controlled thing is very strange. Because up until this point, WoW hasn't been consciously malicious. WoW hasn't controlled things so much as it has... Well, the most that it's controlled things is to put minds into bodies. It is to put human minds into robo bodies. And then just and keep people alive as much as possible. So even people who are bleeding out on the floor have been plugged into the WoW. I've murdered a few people along the way just so I could open some doors, because I'm Simon Jarrett. And that's been the cut and thrust of it so far. So to posit here remotely controlled, I don't know if this is meant to be the Doctor getting it wrong, or if this is meant to suggest something more. So up to now I haven't considered the WoW a conscious agent. It's less scary if the WoW is conscious and clever. It is more scary that it's just doing it, that it's just a force of nature. Or a force of unnature, in this context. We're talking about anuses making popping noises. This is a good chat. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this shit. Right, so we came in that door. Oh! Blood. So we're getting the narrative, oh man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, this is where I got jumped. I remember the shape of this office. Yeah, this individual is alive. This is the thing about the WoW, is that it, yeah, keeps people alive forever in Spooky Town. Fortunately, I don't remember where on the map we are. That's fine. We're in the right direction. I believe the game wanted us to sort of loop around in this way. The level design has thus far been pretty good. Granted, the level design also intends me to be playing cat and mouse with a giant barnacle monster, and fuck that. Acres, January 16, 21. Am I back? Tell me if I'm live. Am I live? I feel like I'm live. Both microphone audio and gameplay being broadcast. That's what the PS4 is telling me. I'm back? Cool, okay. Yeah, the controller disconnected again. So, this is actually hilarious. We are about to hit 9 o'clock. I'm about to read these documents, and this is the room where I fucking rage quit like a year and a half ago. Or whenever it was that I quit. This is amazing. This is actually just the perfect wraparound return episode. This is fucking awesome. Alright, so we're going to read these, and then we're going to call it a night. But this is great. Okay, so Terry Akers, age 66, sex male. One of the worst cases I've seen, and it's most likely his own damn fault. He blinded himself and clogged up his insides with structure gel. I'd be surprised if he ever woke up from the coma. Did make me think of Hart's absurd story about what happened at Lambda. Could it really be that the WoW is somehow able to change and rebuild the... Okay, so the Doctor recorded their notes on Acres, then walked in here and started typing, and then presumably got jumped. And, is now sitting behind me, pseudo-alive. Hart. So this was earlier, Vanessa Hart, December 20th, 2103, 28 sex female. Hart appears to be in good shape considering the circumstances, only bruises and mild hypothermia caused by the long walk. It's difficult to corroborate her story as she is the only one to return. Okay, so Hart presumably walked here from one of the other stations, or one of the other, Greek letters. Chun. November 1st, 2103. 37, sex female. As usual, Chun is quiet and does her best to avoid eye contact. She doesn't want to be here, but Strohmeyer demands another evaluation. Chun isn't obstinate or dishonest, but she'd rather not speak if it can be avoided. She has a hard time dealing with people in general, including doctors. Catherine Chun is weak in character, the perfect victim to be dominated and pushed around by others. She is a scared mouse I don't want to upset, so we sit quiet and pass the time. Wow. This doctor is using some fucking heavy-handed language here. Jesus Christ. I would not want this doctor. This is not a doctor I would want. Yeah, that's a good point. So Crafty is saying that does not sound like Catherine. So the Catherine we have met has been in control and commanding and quite pushy. And all the notes that I've heard on Catherine is that nobody liked her. She didn't have friends. She had a hard time getting along with people. And I discovered an audio file on the way into Theta in which somebody had to try and balm her and convince her, no, people sort of like you, you're okay. Yeah, she is painted as a real dissonant note in the orchestra that is the individuals of Pathos 2. But this here saying that she is, weak-willed and quiet, that's not the Catherine we've met. So I wonder if that's a narrative point or if it's meant to be that, you know, she's in her element in this situation, which is all kinds of interesting in and of itself, if that's the call they're trying to make. Crafted Devious says, sounds coded as neurodivergent, maybe. I was thinking that. It did occur to me. I wanted to get more information before I pitched it, because having looked into this somewhat, what little I've seen tends to point towards, you know, people being tropey. And thankfully, so far, they haven't leaned so hard into tropes that it looks like they're trying to explicitly do it in the way that is shitty. It seems more subtle. Well, I'm more comfortable when someone is coded as being nuanced and interesting and maybe having some problems with the world, but, you know, not in a way that is tropey. And I'm like, oh, okay, this character's interesting. And then I hear from neurodivergent people that this person is someone that got it right. Like, that's been my experience of things going well in that scenario, as opposed to the ones where they are highlighted as, you know, in huge letters, we're going for neurodivergence here, and then neurodivergent people are like, that is a giant trope, and most people aren't like that. Not that I'm saying that you were reading it like that, but I'm now hesitant to look for that. And also, you know, because I tried to write that. Actually, I haven't heard about that journal article yet. I don't know how that one in particular has gone, but given how the previous one went, it probably went poorly. So I'm a little bit on the back foot, personally, on expressing those sort of thoughts. Guy Conrad, age 41. Conrad is dead. He boiled his brain to a pulp with a WREM maser following the Ark neuroscan. Clearly another continuity enthusiast killing himself to take his place on the Ark. Yep. Okay, cool. So, yeah. Oh, also, you know what? I reckon I know why Chun was being more quiet here. By this point, there were tons of people killing themselves. So it could be that we're seeing her here when she is more in control of the situation, but when it came to those suicides, she was not. And Strohmeyer was absolutely super pissed at her for it. Alright, so... yeah, just like before, the monster's going to come in, but this time we're not going to die. And then we're going to close out the game. Or the monster's just going to keep walking. Keeps walking. Okay, we're gonna step away from this screen. Yeah, guys, we did it. We made it back, and it has been entirely successful. We didn't die. We can't die. And we get to explore the story in its entirety. I couldn't be happier. This is fucking fantastic. Next week will be all new content. I won't know what's going to happen at all, except that I am spoiled on the ending, but that's because I had to look up the ending so I could write about this game in a journal article. In an attempted journal article. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the journey. Ah, good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Yeah. Whew. All right, I'm going to close it out because it's past 9 o'clock. You have been a fantastic chat. We've actually had a fucking excellent turnout and clearly some great conversation about anuses and whatever. Oh, top notch. Yeah, thanks for coming, guys. It's good to be back in SOMA. I will see you all next week.